I just read that money as we know it is dead. Soon the world is only gonna buy and sell products using bitcoins. It's like a complicated math equation.
So one day we're gonna buy things with numbers from a math equation.
This is another installment of the Dope Chapel with Archbishop Eddie. That's me. I have a very special individual for my guest today. It's Bern. Hello, Bern.
What is up, my dude?
So
how you doing?
Sorry, I'm drinking water. I'm doing cool. Doing fine. Had canes today. I have fucking 4
Oh, you
days
had
off.
some canes?
Yep.
Oh man, that's big moves right there. I love a man who can appreciate canes as much as I do. All right.
You and me have a lot of like similar overlap when it comes to fast food choices. Honestly, it's why I love you.
For real, dude. Like, I'm the kind of dude at Canes who's like, okay, I'm gonna need you to remove the fucking, what's the one thing?
The coleslaw?
The green shade. Yeah.
The coleslaw?
I'm gonna need you to remove the coleslaw.
They have Canes in Kansas City.
Yeah, it's like a really regional chain in the South and like the Midwest and shit. You'd be surprised, bro. And it's like
weird because like same. There's a lot of like regional foods we have, but it blows my mind to find out like other states like more popping than Arizona like only has stuff. Like the fact that Arizona has In-N-Outs, that shit confuses me. Same with like Dutch Brothers. I don't know if other places has.
I don't even know what a fucking Dutch Bros is, to be honest.
Does Kansas City not have Dutch Bros? Nah,
I don't think so.
My girlfriend would know. Katie, is there more than one Dutch Bros in the U.S.?
What kind of question?
Like, what other states have Dutch Bros?
Oregon.
Oh, okay, I guess Oregon has Dutch Bros.
Who the fuck lives in Oregon in the world?
Cool kids. Yeah, there's a bunch here. Yeah, no, regional fast food chains weird me out just because it's like.
Oh, I'm saying. I went to
an arbitrary thing.
Yeah, I went to this one fast food chain in Topeka, Kansas. All right, it's called fucking Spangles or whatever. Okay, it's called fucking bro, and they got the fucking best steak burgers I've ever fucking had, bro. And apparently, like they're like a front for like a meth lab organization or some shit, or like operation. It's the craziest shit ever. Like it's like a deep web fucking conspiracy or some shit. But their food's good.
I have a coworker that talks to me about some. I think it's like a deli or some shit, like a convenience store that's in Tempe in Arizona, and it's run by like Middle Eastern dudes that drive like Range Rovers, like mobster movie type shit. I guess that's how she describes it to me. And like while you can buy like fucking chopped cheeses and shit and like fucking aftermarket puff bars, apparently like there's like code words where you can just stroll up and like order some shit that's like not on the menu, but you'll come back with like fucking like cocaine or like dab carts or some bullshit.
Bro, I don't know what's going on over there, man.
Wait, so what's the time difference right now? What time is it for you? Because honestly, I can't locate Kansas City on a map like in my brain. So trying to organize this always is like, I think I have an idea of what Bern's doing right now and what time it might be, but at the same time, I might be completely wrong. So that's why I've been so laid back with like trying to schedule this, because I'm like, part of this is my fault because I'm just dumb and don't know time.
I feel you. I think you're maybe like an hour or two ahead of me. It's 4:27 p.m. here.
That's it?
Yeah.
Dude, you're only an hour ahead of me.
Yeah, that's that Midwest shit for real.
That's so crazy. I should like invest more time into learning where the states are at, especially if you're like a position that we're in. Like every time we have UVC meetings or just like I have to talk to someone in a different time zone, I feel weird and kind of egotistical being like, oh yeah, meet me at this time, like AZ time. And it's like, well, what the fuck is AZ time? So it's like, I feel like I should start learning in my adult life, like Eastern Standard or Pacific Standard or some shit. But
it's funny that UVC literally has people in fucking Brazil, Scotland, Britain, and fucking Poland now.
And then I would have like, and it's like, damn, y'all are. It's like nighttime. It's like the crack of dawn here.
So y'all telling me that like people live other places for real thinking emoji? Like, whoa.
That does blow my mind. Like, you ever look up in an airplane and you think, damn, everyone in that airplane right now is like going somewhere?
I've never been in an airplane.
You've never been in an airplane?
Nah, bro. I've never been outside of a state that's not in the Midwest. I've been to like nearly every fucking like Midwestern state, but I have never been inside of like a state that isn't classified as the Midwest.
Is Chicago technically the Midwest or Illinois, I guess?
Yeah. Illinois.
So did you drive to Chicago?
Yeah, bro. That's what's up, bro.
Wait,
Bro, here's the thing. If you live in the Midwest, you literally just drive everywhere. Like driving is in your blood if you're in the Midwest.
True, because wouldn't there be like the closest Walmart is like 4 miles, 7 miles away?
Bro, the closest Walmart is in a different county for me.
That's so crazy.
Like I don't live in a county that has a Walmart in it. Like I'm suffering.
What's like the population? Like for your city, I know city and counties are different, but like in general, what's the population you're working with? Do you know?
So the county is like about 9,000. My town's about like fucking 500.
Oh,
so that's fun. Yeah, bro, there ain't shit out here.
Does everyone like know each other, like in your kind of like region, your little area? Can you?
I would say yeah.
Or is it like kind of one of those areas where houses are like far and few in between, so you don't really have like neighbors?
No, it's like, well, for me, I live outside of city boundaries, so like I don't even live in like a town, fucking basically. I literally live on a rural ass highway that nobody goes down. So I'm chilling. Like I never have to hear shit. You know what I'm saying? Like there's houses near and shit, but that's like it. And then like the fucking town. Like there is a town. There's a bunch of houses there, and you know it's probably got like that town sort of vibe, as in like everyone knows each other. But like there's probably more people around the town than actually in the town.
Okay. So. Okay. That's so crazy to me. So that's actually one of the things I'd written down. I had like 3 questions I was gonna ask you. And one of them wasn't even like a question, but it was just gonna be me to ask you, like, tell me more about Kansas.
I don't live in Kansas. I live in Missouri.
Oh, Kansas. Wait, is Kansas City, Missouri? Is that not the same thing? Is it Kansas?
Okay, so this is really complicated and makes no sense.
Okay, yeah, please clarify this for me, because I have been so confused on so many various levels.
So let me explain this. So Missouri and Kansas are right next to each other, right?
Okay.
So there is Kansas City, Kansas, which has, and there's Kansas City, Missouri. Kansas City, Missouri is the big one. Like has 2 million like surrounding like population. And Kansas City, Kansas is literally right near Kansas City, Kansas, Missouri. And Kansas City, Kansas has like 150,000 people. And then obviously more surrounding, but you know.
That's weird how like the state is in the title of the city, but the bigger city is the one that's not located in the state where the name comes from.
Yeah, that's kind of weird.
Wait,
but
do you live in Kansas City, Missouri? Is that fact? Was I along the same lines, or do you live in a completely different city as well?
I would say that is the nearest city near me, so
that's like recognizable.
Yeah. Okay. I live maybe like an hour away from Kansas City, like actually being Kansas City, Missouri. So
okay, I feel that. Yeah, I feel like that's a really big thing people do, especially like internet wise. When you're networking and shit, it's like you don't live in this city, but everyone just says they live in the biggest city next to them.
Yeah, bro. But it's also like you gotta consider like cities don't only just have like their key base population. Like one city could, let's say like a city could have like 500,000 people, like Kansas City, Missouri does, but the surrounding area, 2 million population.
That's how it is out here. Like, cause like obviously the capital is like Phoenix, Arizona, so everyone knows like that city. Or I guess if you're a little bit more like tapped in with shit, you might know Tempe because like ASU is there, and like ASU is like the big fucking party school. But then I lived in a city called Scottsdale, and like Phoenix, Scottsdale, Tempe are all very like commutable. So I could drive like 20 minutes and then I'd be like in downtown Tempe from where I live. But like you can't tell people like you live from that particular city because it's like where the fuck is that? But then you describe it as, oh, it's like 20 minutes away from Tempe, like 20 minutes away from Phoenix.
For sure. Yeah, I feel like that's just like kind of like the wall that everyone lives by, unless you're in like a really unknown, like sort of big like city. Because there's a few of those in Missouri, like Jefferson. I think. Wait, hold up. Let me look it up. I think I don't want to sound stupid, so let me look it up.
The fucking mechanical keyboard.
Yeah. Okay, so Jefferson City is the capital of Missouri, right?
I didn't
And it
even
has
know
like
that.
yeah, it has like 42,000 people. So I guess like you can consider it like a quote unquote like major city, but like nobody's gonna fucking claim they're from fucking Jefferson City. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay. This is giving me a lot of information that's going to be very useful as we continue on. All right. So, obviously, the very obvious question is you're from small town Missouri. Why the fuck do you run a rap blog? Did you listen?
It's kind of complicated because like
before we get into the actual in-depth shit, do you listen to Tech Nine? Like, did you ever in your life listen to Tech Nine just because, like, off the strength of him being from Missouri?
Bro,
do you regret it?
There were people. No, I don't, and I'll tell you why. Like people at my high school were fucking bumping Tech Nine. That's how big Tech Nine is on like a regional basis here. Okay, the thing about Tech Nine is, I know he's like one of those like quote unquote like corny miracle spiritual rappers, but what I love about Tech Nine is what people never give him credit for is if you really think about it, he's like a pre-internet underground legend. If you kind of think about it.
Yes, I agree so hard. One of the biggest things I loved about Tech Nine is that like prior to the trap metal shit, Tech Nine was like making songs with like weird like post-punk vocalists. I think he has a whole album that's like the whole concept of it is just him collabing with metal artists. Because I know there's a certain song. God, it's been forever since I fucking thought about it. It's not Fragile. That was like a very popular song he had. But there's a song that Tech Nine has with some vocalist that was supposed to be written for Corey Taylor, who was Slipknot's lead singer. But that didn't end up going through. But like that song was on that whole that metal concept album. But then like 4 years later, I think like 2017 or 2018 maybe, he dropped another album that did have Corey Taylor on it. So like he finally got him. I think there was an album where he had Serge Tankian from System of a Down on it too. And then I think that album also
was crazy, bro.
And he also has songs with like Getter, I think, like the dubstep dude. And like Eminem, obviously that was another big track that was on that album.
He had a very, very big song with 2 Chainz a few years ago.
Tech Nine?
Yeah.
Do you remember Snow the Product?
I do not off the top of my head. Like there's this thing. I did like a few Tech Nine songs type beat. And like I'm a very big fan of Tech Nine because like I think his label might be independent. I'm not sure.
I think
but like he started he started his own label from not shit, bro. And that's what I admire about Tech Nine so much is that like he really just did it by himself. Like most of his shit, and not a lot of rappers can claim that, bro. That's what I love about Tech Nine, and I love that he puts on for Missouri the way he does. Because there's not a lot of rappers out here. You know what I'm saying? There's not even a lot of like.
He has that Midwest Chopper song. That's pretty. Yeah, that's pretty like admirable in and of itself because it's like who the fuck, who gives a fuck about the Midwest? Who cares about the fast
other
rappers?
than Chicago, bro, nobody fucking cares.
But then that song, but that song became like fucking. I don't want to say legendary, but like I would assume most people, if you're familiar with Tech Nine, they're familiar with like Midwest Choppers or Worldwide Choppers or any of that like series where he just has relatively unknown people that just are really good at fucking rapping, just like go in on like an 8-minute song.
Yeah, bro, it's crazy. on the topic like Middle Western rappers and shit, like I fuck with Tech Nine, you know, because like, you know, he's from Missouri, Kansas City. But I'm not gonna lie, for a period there, I was the biggest fucking Nelly fan in the world, bro. I love that man. I still stand.
You said
I
who,
got
Nelly?
Yeah, bro. I got so much
Okay.
love for Nelly, bro. Like his early 2000s shit, like Country Grammar, like Hot Shit or whatever that song is. That's one of my favorite songs of all
That's
time,
so
bro.
funny. I wish I knew more about Nelly. The whole era of like people like Nelly and all like those rappers that were getting like superstar status because of all the shit playing on the radio. That was around the time I started to like listen to metal and dubstep and like phase out.
Oh shit, bro. Here's the thing.
So that's
for
when
me.
I was like on the local rock radio stations. So I missed out on all that shit, and I feel so bad because in retrospect, I listened to it. I'm like, yeah, like I know this name, I know this legend, just because like you grow up hearing the name all the time. But it's like I don't know a single song from this dude, unfortunately.
Yeah, bro. And it's just like for me, I was never into any bands or metal shit. Well, I was. Like I was into Nirvana for a little bit and like Pearl Jam and shit. And I know like the stigma around those bands and shit, you know. But it's like I was always a fucking thank you. I was real I had a very big fucking like EDM dubstep sort of face. So seeing all the shit going on in the underground right now was really funny for me.
Who did you listen to?
You're gonna hate me for this, but I was the biggest fucking Skrillex fan ever, bro.
Me too, bro. No, literally that's the thing I never talk about. But from like sixth grade, I believe, till like eighth, maybe freshman year, I only listened to dubstep and I only listened to like EDM mixes on YouTube. I would be on Facebook like mass sharing like 3-hour, 24-hour dubstep mixes from YouTube.
Bro, they were really up in the crib hating on like fucking Minecraft and then dubstep. And look at us now. Look at us now, bro. We're playing chess.
All I fucking for
They're
real.
playing checkers.
I was busy playing Skyrim and listening to dubstep mixes while my friend Joseph's mom was yelling at him, telling him that Skyrim was satanic. So I would have to like sneak the game over to his house.
Bro, what? Wait, how did you get away with that one?
His mom just wouldn't be home.
You're like, hey, bro, I'm gonna bring in the goods. It whips out the fucking Skyrim case.
No, for real. Okay, so you listen to dubstep, you listen to Tech Nine. So let's scale it back. So growing up in Missouri, where did you? I mean, I want to be careful when I ask this because obviously rap music is so insanely popular and has been for like our lifetime. So I don't want to ask it in a way that paints Missouri as like weird rednecky and white because I'm sure that's not the case just by the fact that you exist. But so like where did it come from? Like why rap music? How did you like kind of how did you just get onto it and what would you listen to? Like because obviously there's because obviously there's shit that like you bring up like your knowledge about drill, like the shit with Doom Shop, like there's things about you that like despite your current role as kind of like this forerunner for hyperpop or you know however else people may see you, like I know for a fact there's like OG shit in you, like you know like you're a student of that shit, which I hopefully like I consider myself that to an extent. Hopefully others can vouch for that, but that's what makes me like so fascinated by you and your taste because I know they're there. So like tell me more about that. Like what did you grow up listening to and where did you find the access to it in fucking Missouri of all places?
All right, so I would have to say it was probably my mom because like she used to listen to a lot of Eminem and shit. And Eminem's actually from Missouri. Like he's not from Detroit.
Wait, for real?
Did you know that?
I did not know that.
Here's the thing. I think he moved to Detroit, but he's originally a Missouri baby, bro. Like people from Missouri fucking love that man, obviously. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's just like you know, my mom was bumping that shit, like his early CDs. She was always bumping like Britney Spears and shit because she's one of the biggest Britney Spears fans. My mom's also an Elvis stan.
How old is your mom?
She's like fucking. She's like 39. So.
Wait, how old are you?
I'm 18.
1839. Damn, you have a young mom.
Yeah, and my dad's like 60, but we're not gonna talk about that.
I mean, if it makes you feel any better, I'm 21, and my mom is 60, and my dad died
God.
when he was like almost 70.
Oh man.
And that was when
Sorry for your loss. I didn't know about that.
No, you're good. My dad was an asshole.
Oh, okay.
we can always talk about that later, but yeah, you're good. Then it was years ago, so
Okay.
It's fun facts at this point.
Yeah. And so like my mom was listening to shit like that. And
damn, that's so crazy. I'm still shook your mom was young as fuck.
Yeah, and then like she was listening to fucking like Lil Wayne and shit. She's the biggest Elvis fan ever. Like her room literally has so much Elvis merchandise. It's like pre-stan culture, like like the BTS kids. She's like that for Elvis. She has so much Elvis shit. She's been to his like fucking Blaze, like Graceland, whatever the fuck it's called. Yeah, in Tennessee. My dad took her there.
It's so crazy.
She's the fucking biggest Elvis fan ever, bro.
My mom used to be like that for the Beatles.
Oh God, not the Beatles.
The fucking Beatles, bro. I didn't know Mexican women fucked with the Beatles, but lo and behold, my mom.
Bro. But it's just like, so I was really into so much different kinds of music growing up because my mom had such like a diverse taste. And I kind of got like some like, I don't know how I feel about my mom all the time, but I can't deny she gave me like a lot of different music tastes that I fuck with. So when I was on the internet really early on, like 2012, 2013, I was on YouTube and shit, just finding songs. I found Skrillex, I found Lil Wayne and shit. I'd be fucking blasting Lil Wayne songs like 6 foot, 7 foot when I was playing fucking Roblox.
Where
back in like 2012.
Where would you go to like consume music? Because like obviously certain platforms and certain apps get like more popping as like years go on and some fade out. Do you remember there was some shit called Django Radio? Does that ring a bell to you at all?
Nah, bro, I was only consuming on YouTube at the time, unfortunately.
Just like YouTube?
Yeah. Okay, and this was before I moved to where I am now. We used to live in this area called fucking Gladstone. And it's not that bad of an area. It actually got a lot better when we moved. So maybe my parents are just fucking evil. Like they're like a little curse some places, you know what I mean? But like it's just like a kind of poopy, but not poopy, just kind of suburban area, kind of older houses and shit, that sort of feel. And so we moved out to here into the middle of fucking nowhere. I don't know why we did. Okay. So that happened. And when that happened, I had to like reevaluate a lot of my shit. So I'm like,
how old were you when you guys moved?
I think I honestly don't remember. I was like 12.
Okay.
I want to say anywhere from like 10 to 12. So like that shit was going on, you know what I'm saying? And like I was here and I was like, I don't know what the fuck is going on. Like I didn't have a basketball at the time. I didn't have no internet. So like I took this fucking soccer ball, bro. And I was just like, and we had like a basketball hoop. And I was like fucking shooting the fucking soccer ball into the fucking basketball hoop. I was that down bad until we got internet.
I was in like elementary school. I think it was 6th grade. Maybe 5th grade, because my school was like this poor ass fucking like Catholic school. So I vividly remember spending like a week playing with imaginary balls during like kickball and like basketball.
Oh my God,
that
bro.
shit was. I look back at that shit, I'm like, that was sad. Like that was that was really disturbing that we thought that was fun. Like why didn't we play shit without like? Why did we have to imagine there was balls? We could have played tag or some shit.
Bro, you guys were so fucking down bad. You didn't even want to play tag. You were just like, we're gonna imagine the balls are there. Okay, we got this.
Some weird like what's it called when you're held captive, but like you start developing like sympathy for your captor.
I don't know. It sounds like a fucking Far Cry game.
Bro, fuck me.
I figured it out.
What is it?
1 second.
My girlfriend's Googling it. I have my own Jamie for this podcast.
Oh, that's real.
Yeah, I know. The production value has gone up in the past couple episodes.
Let's fucking go.
Anyways, yeah, tell me. Continue on. Sorry, I'll figure that word out later. But so you moved to this new city. Stockholm Syndrome. It's called Stockholm Syndrome.
Oh, okay.
That's what it is. Yeah, we got like Stockholm Syndrome with the fucking lack of balls. But here you are, Stockholm syndrome free in a very small city after moving. You're like 13, and you're listening to Lil Wayne and all the other shit you mentioned for some reason. Continue on for me.
Okay. So I was 12, really bored at the time. Finally get internet. Finally have my own laptop. I think, I don't know why. I was homeschooled, so I had a lot of free time to do whatever the fuck I want, basically. You know what I mean?
The whole time you're homeschooled?
I was homeschooled until high school.
Okay.
So that was the thing. And so I had a lot of free time and shit to do basically whatever I wanted. So I used to be on Roblox every fucking day because it was basically the only thing my fucking computer would run because I had a shitty laptop. And I was just chilling here playing Roblox every day. But there was this specific thing on Roblox that I was really, really, really obsessed with that they removed. Like you can't fucking get to it now. But it was the Roblox forums. Like,
okay,
I was on the fucking Roblox forums every day, bro, and they fucking hated me, bro. Like, they were on my ass every day. They were calling me every fucking slur possible, bro. Like, they fucking despised me. I don't know what I did. I think back then I was like really religious because like I didn't find out like all the things that I had going on, you know, until like later.
Like
So,
Christian religious.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, I'm a Christian. I don't like the gays. And now here I am. I'm fucking pansexual and non-binary. So I mean, if that tells you something, there you go.
I mean,
but yeah.
I feel you. I mean, I went through Catholic school for 16 years of my life, and now I have tattoos. And I do drugs.
Yeah. It's like, you know, like your parents force certain shit down your throat and then like you discover yourself and you're like, oh shit.
And you go off the deep end.
Yeah. And so, yeah, I was really big in like the sort of quote unquote like Roblox forums community. Some really cringy shit. All those people got probably fucking canceled for saying the N-word now. Like, I'm gonna be honest.
That's my favorite fact about you is your Roblox origin.
Yeah, here's the thing about the Roblox forums. I'll be very, very clear about this, and it's very, very, very true. If you were on the Roblox forums back in the day, you are now either gay or a Nazi. There is no in between. You are either a very LGBT person or you are a literal fucking fascist. I am not joking when I say that.
I wonder what it is about that game that brought in both of those crowds.
There's a very certain vibe that Roblox has, like the inner workings of their communities that cannot be rivaled by anything else. They're worse than the fucking like drainer communities you see on Twitter now. Yeah, I'm gonna be very honest.
It's funny because there was a lot of time in my life where I didn't have a laptop or like a computer or some shit. So, and when I did, it would like shit the bed weeks in because I would be too overly ambitious and like, let's fucking make 20-minute long Lego stop motion animation videos on iMovie.
Oh man, there was this one dude who made these like Lego Batman Joker ones and they were fucking fire.
Bro, that was my shit. The same way you were on Roblox, fucking like
I used to watch those all the time, bro.
Dude, that's what got me into like the shit I do now was solely Lego stop motion videos.
It's so crazy to think about, like they literally sat there and did every single frame, bro. I love that so much. That is literally the best thing I think on YouTube to this day.
And back when I was like a kid watching that, because the whole reason I got put onto the stop motion Lego wave was because there was an episode of Nick News with Linda Ellerby that and I was maybe like 11, and the dude on the TV making videos was like 14. So it was like 14-year-olds just spending all fucking day playing with Legos. I'm like, that's fucking dope.
Did you ever get the Lego magazine?
No, I never did. Did you?
They had like this thing where they literally give it to you for free. And I don't know why I always got in the mail until they discontinue it. And they
I never got one of those. That's cool.
Bro,
what was on the CD?
Like fan made like creation content or some shit. It was cool.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Do you remember the stick figure forums?
There was a fucking forum?
God, which
bro, you were probably shit posting, weren't you?
Maybe I don't remember what it was called. There was like games, like flash games, and a ton of
Oh, I remember the Flash game.
There was like the stick figure flash games, like the snipers and the fucking fancy pants and shit. I forget, man. This is like a wormhole of like early 2000s, like early teenage years for kids that grew up on the internet.
Oh my god, Mini Clip, Cartoon Network, and fucking Wago, like their Flash games.
Addicting
That's the
games,
best.
top tier. Oh no, but as I was saying when I first intervened, is that what's funny is that there's like crossover between you and me where you were on Roblox playing games. I had this Android app called Funny Jokes, which was like, it wasn't quite iFunny. It was basically Twitter. It looked just like Twitter. The only difference is that there was like a landing page where you got to choose like which categories of like jokes you get to go through, but there was like a chat section in the app, and it was just like a whole thread, like timeline, just full of like shit posters or like people like trying to make friends and shit. So like that was my proto Twitter moment, just like interacting with those forums. And I think that's interesting considering that like decades later and shit, we're still basically doing the same thing.
Yeah. Bro, but like, here's the worst thing, bro. Like, the Roblox forums weren't just like the fucking end of my Roblox days. Like, it genuinely got worse for me.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
How so?
Okay, so there's this like really big app, all right? You might not have heard of it, all right? I'm gonna tell you what it is, all right? It's called Twitter, okay?
Yeah.
And at the time,
I've
like
heard of it.
all yeah. And at the time, like all the, like, you know, like a lot of people were just getting on Twitter for the first time. They're like, yo, all my Roblox friends from the forums follow me on Twitter. So I was like, oh my
shit,
god.
okay.
And then I'll make a Twitter and I'll be like, follow all my Roblox friends, and there's not a censor here, so we can say all the cuss words we want.
Nice. Did you partake?
So I was like, yes, I did.
What
And
was
the
your
problem
favorite,
was,
what was your favorite word to say?
I actually wasn't that toxic, so I was probably like 5. No, I'm dead ass.
You were probably
obviously
fine.
Yeah, I was probably fine. All right. There's a reason like 130,000 tweets of mine are deleted. But keep in mind, I've changed a lot in the past fucking 5 years. So
You've never got banned from Twitter, huh? Or like locked out or suspended or anything?
I got like a 2-day ban once.
Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Yeah, because when did you join Twitter? You had to have been like, what, like 13, 14?
I joined in 2014. I think I had my first fucking ban in like fucking 2017.
Okay. Yeah, because I made my Twitter around the same time, like 2014, maybe even earlier, maybe like 2012, when I was just like exploring how to use like websites teenagers use as like a little kid, but I never used it that much. It wasn't until like freshman year I started hopping back on and like actually using it. And like the whole time it was just like the void, just like figuring out how Twitter works. And then fucking once I started figuring it out within like between like 17 and 18, fucking Twitter suspended me. So all the cringe shit that existed, even when I was first trying it out on my account that I made when I was like 12, it's all gone now, luckily.
Yeah, I feel that. And I guess to continue my quote unquote Roblox war, right? So I started like interacting with like all the people on the fucking, you know, platform, because here was the thing. There was people on the fucking, you know, Twitter, obviously, who were playing Roblox and talking about it, but they weren't on like the forums, okay? And you know, they called themselves the Roblox Twitter community. We called it the RTC. Like, this was a very, very big deal.
And that was separate from the forums because they weren't.
Yes. And here's the thing. At the time, like, you know, I was like a form bro, right? But like the RTC people to me seemed so cool. Like they had like a level of like high society that I wanted to achieve. Like if you were a Roblox forums like Twitter user, you were like fucking trash compared to the RTC kids, bro. They looked like the RTC kids, bro. They looked down at you if you were on the forums, right? They're like, oh, you're from the forums, you must be epic cringe and toxic. And I was like, bro, no, I'm different, bro. I'm built different, bro. So I was like, I'm gonna start hanging around these people, you know. And then I just like started building up in the Roblox Twitter community. You know, I started interacting with people, you know, doing all that shit, talking to people, you know, and I made a lot of good friends. Like, I have a lot of friends that I still talk to sometimes. Not like, you know, very everyday sort of deal, but friends that I do interact with sometimes that literally work for Roblox now. Like dead ass.
Like are employed by them?
Yes, have worked or still work for Roblox. Like that's how like how much influence I had back in the community back in like 2014, 2015.
That's so crazy.
Yeah, and so I was just hanging around these people and shit. But like we had all this weird ass drama, bro. It was bad. So there was this one incident that was really, really bad. And basically what happened is there was this dude called RTC Docs, all right? And he literally have like so much info on people. Like he'd literally link like their actual fucking like where they lived and shit. It wasn't even just like a fucking joke or anything or like fake information. Their literal places linked fucking people's nudes and shit. We don't know how, but they were fucking getting into people's Snapchats and getting their nudes and shit. It was fucking insane.
I love subculture drama so much.
Yeah, bro. And then it's like, then we all fucking found out that it was someone that we all followed, and his name was fucking Brass Rhino.
Yeah.
And he was like installing shit on people's like computers at the time through Skype. Yeah, through Skype. And he was like, yo, click on this link. And it's like something, you know, they install it. He literally could like fucking get all their shit. And he followed like all of us, bro. His name was fucking Brass Rhino, and he's still on Twitter, bro. Like nothing ever happened. It's the craziest shit.
That's so crazy.
Yeah, bro. It was like some deep fucking war, bro.
And it's so funny because people, God, I hate to say it like this, but like normies will go around like their everyday life. And like, sure, they'll have their own intermingling drama, and then they'll be like, "Oh yeah, look at the fucking kid on his phone, like in the corner, like not talking to somebody." Meanwhile, on his screen is just like absolute chaos, because it just so happens that he's reading through fucking group chat messages and Skype messages of a literal cyber terrorist.
Bro, he was like an early cyber terrorist, bro. It was bad. And there was also like subdivisions of the community because there was like this one really edgy crowd. Like, here's the thing. If you hung out with the edgy crowd in RTC, everyone else would unfollow you. You're like, oh, you hang out with those people? You hang out with those people? I don't fuck with you anymore. You're gonna have to go. Like, it was literally that bad. And to be fair, those people, like, were really fucking toxic and weird. But, like, it was a big deal. I think the biggest thing that ever happened in, like, early RTC, it's a lot different now because Roblox is a fucking $4 billion company now. And obviously they fund a lot of shit now. But back in the day, the biggest thing we had...
It was the Wild West.
Yeah, the biggest thing we had was these two... Vivi... who's very big on Roblox now, has like 30,000 followers, I think, or on Twitter or some shit. She's like very, very big in Roblox. She hates me, but I have to get this out there just because. Like, you know what? If Vivi ever sees this, I still got love for you, but you got beef with me. That's your problem, bro. I'm sorry.
Does. I hope the modern Roblox community does like a full cycle and
bro. Then
this podcast with. Did you go by Carrsere on Roblox back then too, or no?
No, I was going by Carrsere too. I was going by Low Punnies, which is a Pokemon that I kind of was like fiending for back then. I changed that up. I don't fiend for that one no more. I got fucking I went by Leaguing. I went by fucking. I went through a bunch of fucking names and ads, but like, yeah. And back on the topic, so there was Vivi, and there is Ben, but I will say that Ben, I think, goes by Kaz now, and she is now a trans woman. So I will try my, you know, I'm not gonna disrespect or anything, but I'm just gonna put this in context. Is what I'm trying to say. You know what I mean? So, Vebi and you know, Kaz. I think that's her name. I don't remember his.
You got this.
Yeah, and like they were like a thing. Okay, but
yeah,
Kaz. She was from Sweden. Vivi was from like Texas or some shit. Okay.
Yeah, I'm caught up.
And here's the thing. Kaz was like, "Yo, I'm gonna come to America,
Oh Jesus.
bro. And then like she did, and like we got it trending because it was such a big deal. Like she posted a fucking picture of her on the plane, and we're like, let's fucking go, it's happening. We literally got it trending on Twitter. It was like the biggest fucking deal ever, dude. And like they met,
And then what?
and then like they met.
Oh, okay, so they
and it was-
didn't meet.
Yeah, and it was like wholesome, but then like
It was wholesome.
They broke up, and they're, as I know, they're so good. I'm not gonna get into anything surrounding that because it's not my business, you know. But that was like the biggest deal we ever had. And we also had these like, and then we had this one event called fucking Roblox Twitter Community Christmas 2015, and
Yes.
Roblox Twitter Community Christmas 2015 was literally the biggest like deal in all of fucking Roblox history, bro. Like servers were crashing and shit. We had like fucking 250 people on at once and shit. I was like a moderator for it.
Uh-huh.
And we had like a little Skype group, and it was like a big fucking deal. Okay. And like Ben was there, Kaz was there, Adam was there. I don't fuck with Adam. I think Adam's still low-key a racist. I don't fuck with him. Adam's my aunt, bro.
Fuck Adam.
Bro, it's fuck Adam till I die, bro. Fuck him. And like we had like this little like admin moderator group, and like we were trying to organize the fucking biggest event ever, bro. And like the head of it, his name was Ruben.
Yeah.
He still follows me. We haven't talked in years, but he still follows me. And he was the one setting up the event, and basically all he had to do was just moderate it, and it went over pretty well. But like I was like banning people I deemed as toxic, and they kept posting it on Twitter, and they were like, "Oh my god, I just got banned from RTC Christmas 2015." Everyone got fucking salty over that. But I'm not sure if they still do it, but I think RTC Christmas is still continuing to this day.
Was RTC Christmas 2015 the first like event of that caliber, or was there ones before it, before you started hopping on?
There was this user named 20, and 20 was very famous for retexturing Roblox hats.
Uh-huh.
And basically a retexture is when you take a Roblox hat, change the texture on it to something new. Like let's say a hat was red, it's green now. You know what I'm saying? That's what it was.
Uh-huh.
So that's what he did. And he threw these parties where he gave away free Roblox hats.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah, and he had a few big events. I actually moderated one of his later events that was really big. I think he unmodded me though, so it's fuck him for that, but it's all good. And for RTC Christmas, we did a thing where, you know, we had like people do gifts and shit, like Secret Santa sort of deal.
Mm-hmm.
I think there was some drama around that because there was drama over everything back then. I don't remember. And there was also this, that's pretty much like all the major quote unquote fucking like Roblox lore. Yeah.
God. Okay. So let me. So this is all happening, and you're moderating these big Roblox events that's crashing servers on your laptop, and this is when you're just chilling in your room, fresh off of homeschool, and you're just hopping on Roblox, making
bro. That was it. That was it.
With strangers millions of miles apart. That's so wild to me, man.
This was some like major shit back in the day, bro.
It's like in a movie where like a bunch of shit happens, and then at the end of the movie they like zoom out and you find out like, oh, this whole movie like took place in a fucking snow globe that's on like a shelf in a little kid's room.
Yeah,
that's what the story is like.
I had a very sad downfall though. I don't know why. That's like my literal Joker arc, bro.
With Roblox, what was the
whole Roblox Twitter community, bro?
That was it. Just the whole community just kind of left a sour taste in your mouth and turned you into the Joker. Yeah.
Here's the thing though, like, I'm still cool with a lot of Roblox devs. Like shout out the Frame. Like he's really big into rap music himself. I think he works for a page that covers cardio a lot, like on the side, like it's a side hustle. That's really cool, dude. He commissioned me for a commission for like one of his friends a while back who's into rap music, so that was really cool. Shout out to Frame. I fucking love that man. I fucking love you, Ellis. You're the fucking Roblox bro. Shout out, I forgot his name.
Damn.
Unite. Shout out Unite. He interacts with my tweets sometimes. I fuck with him heavy. He's the GOAT. He's a big Roblox dev. Like he tweeted that he loved Roblox for like a few months ago before like all the shit went down with that. That was
Oh, yeah,
fucking dope.
that's-
He was showing like other Roblox devs what Roblox World. That was the funniest shit.
That's very funny. The name iterations. That's a whole other story with that, but I love them. I love every silly name people have come up with. Okay, so so you're doing all this Roblox shit while consuming all your music on YouTube. So when did the underground shit happen? Like, where did you make the crossover from? Like these kind of pre-internet, emerging acts, and obviously like mainstream, like legendary shit, like you mentioned. How did you get into like, the Bones or like the Doom Shops? Like, I mean, obviously, I'm sure I can guess how you found them just because you're on the computer one day, but like, tell me more just about like how that like affected you, like to uncover like a scene that's emerging and now to becoming part of it. Like, walk me through that.
Can I go to the bathroom real quick? My
Yeah,
bladder's going me. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. I can pause it. Yeah, go piss.
Yeah, thank you, bro.
You're so welcome. Now, and Bern's back from taking a piss. Hello, Bern. Welcome back.
What's up, bro? What's up?
What were you talking about before you went to go?
We were talking about how like I found fucking the music I'm into now.
Yeah. Please tell me about anything you're into. I want to hear it all.
Okay.
It's called the Dope Chapter for a reason. What do you think is dope, my friend?
I mean, I think music's pretty dope, so we're gonna talk about that. You know what I'm saying?
Let's go.
Let's fucking go. Okay, so I'll like talk about all the shit, and then I'll get into my Joker arc, how everything else happened. Okay.
Yeah.
So
go ahead.
yeah. So 2015, I finally got a Spotify account. I don't know why, but I did.
Yeah, same.
And I started listening I was the definition of an old head, bro. Like fucking, I was listening to Wu-Tang Clan, Nas, DMX, Big L, Tupac, Biggie. I was the biggest fucking old head you can think of, bro. Like it was crazy. Like I was literally a fucking old head. Like I was listening to fucking LL fucking Cool J, bro. That's how much of a fucking old head I was. Yeah. I just fucking loved like classic hip hop and rap and shit. I'd listen to fucking Nas every fucking day, bro. It was crazy. And that's what I was listening to for a very, 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 very long time. And then, like as the years went on, I kind of expanded my taste a little. I got very much so into drill music. And I know you're like really interested in my fucking drill lore for some reason, but I fuck with it.
It's just it's just a very fascinating aspect. I mean, I guess it also has to do with like bias because like I know you and like I've met you, I've seen you, I've seen your face, and the first thing you think of when you meet someone that looks like you're like, damn, there's no way this person has like an encyclopedic knowledge of Chicago's drill scene. And oh God.
I'm gonna be honest, bro. I do not know. Like, I do not remember how I got into it. Like, I think I was just like on Spotify one day. I found Chief Keef. And I really fucked with it.
I mean, yeah.
And there's like the related artists tab, right?
Yeah.
And he had like
that's smart.
Yeah, like he had the fucking like every fucking other drill artist in there. Lil Durk, Lil Reese, Fredo. R.I.P. Fredo. That was one of my favorite artists for the longest time. I miss that man so much. I miss that man probably more than any other rapper, to be honest.
Really? And
then, yeah, Fredo's a fucking goat to me, man. I love that dude. And then it's just like, I'm listening to all those people. And then I find guys like Lil Jojo, who's like the biggest fucking meme ever on fucking Twitter now. Because, you got Lil Jojo, all that shit.
Yeah.
And then I was really into that shit. I was how there's like fucking Montana 300, and he's from Chicago, he's a drill artist too.
Yeah, I'm familiar with
I made my fucking handle for a little bit, Carrsere 300. And at the time, I made my girlfriend, Acer, make her handle fucking Acer 300, and we were like fucking twins. That was like the corniest shit ever.
Did you?
So yeah.
Go on.
Wait, what are you saying?
I was gonna say, did you ever like, did you get invested into like the lore outside of the music as well? Like, did you ever watch like fucking like the hood documentaries on YouTube and shit?
Oh, like, for sure. Like
that academics type shit.
yeah, you know, like the fucking top 10 Chicago drill beefs and shit. I love shit like that.
Okay,
I'm gonna be
that's cool.
honest. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I don't have that a lot of that shit memorized, but like, I was like, you know, I was so
You're
fucking horny
invested
back
in
then.
it.
Yeah, I was claiming like I'm Team 600, bro. Like, I needed to fuck. I was from fucking bumfuck Missouri. I needed to chill the fuck
You
out.
were LARPing, bro.
Bro, I was like, I was bumping fucking Chicago drill songs with fucking gun sound effects at like 9 a.m. in my fucking room, bro. Like, I needed to calm down, all right? Like, I'm fucking full blast. It was an era.
No,
all right? It
see,
was an
I love
era.
that because it's like it is funny to think about and like visualize. But like, there's millions of people like you that are waking up at 9 a.m. every day, not even knowing like a fraction of what it's like to live in the trenches, and they're like, you know what? Yeah, this is the shit. This is
This is the vibe
me
I'm on,
through the
bro.
day. I think
Yeah,
it's beautiful. It's corny, but it's a beautiful thing.
it is a very beautiful
How
thing.
shit
It's
just-
like, wait,
Go
what are you
on.
saying?
Nah, just how shit permeates into like.
Yeah, it's like a fucking beautiful irony.
Yeah, no,
You know?
it really is.
Yeah, I love shit like that.
All right, so from drill on, what happened?
So this goes into my Joker arc, all right. So,
yes, the Joker
Like
arc.
so like 2016, 2017, I was like getting more into music because we went from like, you know, the Skrillex shit to the old head shit to the drill shit to now we're into the very early SoundCloud days of my life, which is also my Joker arc. Okay. So all this shit's going on. I think it was late 2017. Yeah. Yeah, I think it was 2017. And basically, I think I found Lil Peep and Lil Tracy and all them.
Yeah.
And like Lil
The
Uzi
usual
Vert.
suspects.
Yeah, Lil Uzi Vert, Lil Yachty, you know, those type of artists.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Famous
Yachty was one of the
Dex.
first two.
Yeah, Famous Dex, Playboy Cardi, all of them, you know, because like that's what was getting big at the time. Like early fucking Uzi, early fucking Yachty. I loved all of them so much.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I was really big into them. And then like I started like deep diving more into the SoundCloud shit because I was really obsessed with Pete, very obsessed with Will Tracy. Even in when I started UBC, I was so big into Young Bruh. Like I don't think I'll ever be more disappointed in a fucking person than Tracy, bro. It's fuck
because
him
he's a
for
pedo?
life. No, I think he's a pedo. I think he's also a rapist. He's like a biggest fucking off, bro.
I think he's all of the above.
Yeah, bro. He's going out sad, but he was
Yeah.
probably one of my biggest influences.
And he has
what I'm
rich
listening to.
parents.
Oh my god, bro, we gotta cancel him for real. He could just be canceled for that, bro. Fuck landlords, bro, for real. That has no context of what we're talking about with fuck landlords, all right? And I guess from that, you know, I was getting into that music. And at the time, my relationship, okay, it wasn't going very well, bro. I no shade on Acer because she's my best friend, you know, but it wasn't going too hot. Like, she had like her own shit going on in her real life, and she was like fucking thousands of miles away in
Where was
fucking
she
Iran.
based? In Iran.
She was in Iran.
That's
Dude, I was
crazy,
fucking
bro.
e-dating a girl from Iran.
I love interracial e-dating relationships.
Yeah, that was great. So that shit was going on. And, you know, she had a lot of, like, shit going on her end. So she wasn't texting me for months or weeks sometimes. I was like, man, I'm really down bad, bro, for real. And then I remember, like, she'd hit me up every once in a blue moon. I'd fucking show her Will Tracy, Will Peep songs and shit. And I was like, dude,
This is what you missed.
yeah, bro. And I was like, yeah, so this artist I like died. His name was Lil Peep, and I'm sad about it. It's so cringy.
Was she?
Is that
Was she
what
like?
are you
Was she supportive in like being empathetic to your loss when Lil Peep died?
I think so, bro. I don't
That's
fucking
funny.
remember.
It's fucked up because I also went through that same situation. My ex was very sad when Lil Peep died, but I wasn't like a Peep fan until actually recently. So when he was alive, I wasn't fucking with bro. So when he died and my ex was like sad, I'm like, dude, like chill. You didn't know him.
Yeah, bro, I feel that.
But
And
now I feel bad because apparently, yeah, no, a lot of people were down bad when Peep died.
Yeah, so that shit was going on. And I think around then, that's when I discovered like fucking X. Look at me with like, because I looked at I had a SoundCloud account. I was really into early Nav, which is kind of cringe now. But if you really think about it, Nav was kind of going hard back in the day. If you deny that, you're
in
not
in his N-word saying days.
bro. We don't got to put it like that, man.
Nah, this is
Look, bro, he was good at what he
respect
did,
to
bro.
Nav. No, I understand completely. I won't. You can't pay me to listen to him nowadays, but I won't deny the mark he left.
That
coming up.
self-titled album, bro.
That's how I feel about Mike DC too.
I feel like that name rings a bell.
If you've heard Ice Age by Denzel Curry, or if you've seen that video of
The Trump dude.
The Trump dude. Yes, that dude.
I love this dude just because he's so cringe.
He's so cringe. Yeah. Oh god. I could talk about Mike DC for like another hour, so you continue on.
So shit's going down, got the e-dating shit not going well. Found X. And then also at the time, like all the Roblox people I knew were like actually doing Roblox developer shit and actually doing successful shit in their careers. Or, they were just like, I'm like going to college now, or like I'm moving on in my life and doing other things. So like, I was losing a lot of my friends from that shit. I still had like some friends and shit. But,
Your Roblox friends.
Yeah. And the craziest thing is during this era, and this actually relates very, 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 very big to the current underground scene because a certain someone is involved, and we'll get into that now. I had a Roblox YouTube channel.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, and I have this one video. I took down all the other videos because I didn't like them, but I had this one video, and it's Get Clout Goggles on Roblox for free, not clickbait. Has nearly 10,000 views. I think it's basically nearly fucking... It has like 300 dislikes, bro. It was bad. I literally made it because I knew people would dislike it because it was quote unquote cringe.
Was it like a shit post, or was it genuine, like how to get clout goggles on Roblox?
They didn't have clout goggles back then, so it was a shit post because I wanted attention.
That's funny.
So here's the thing. Funny. Here's this thing. You will not believe who I had making my Roblox thumbnails at the time.
Your Roblox what?
You will not believe who I had making my thumbnails at the time for my Roblox. Yeah. I had fucking Saturn, fucking Hyperpop Saturn Bloodhounds making my fucking Roblox thumbnails back then.
God, everything came full circle.
Bro, he was literally on the Roblox forums too, I think, back in the day. It's crazy.
That's so fucking crazy. I feel like that's not uncommon though. Haven't you also found like other artists that did like come up on Roblox forums as well? Like surprising people, or am I just making that up?
And there's like some people that fuck with underground music, that did play Roblox back then. And then like the whole Not Loose shit went down. So that's where the fucking Roblox word came from and shit. And the crazy thing about that is there's these kids on Roblox who have literal like drainer names. Like they'll go by like Buffalo Bang and fucking Sloopy, which are like, like B&O artists and shit. And they'll go by those names. There's a very, very big drainer Nova Gang crowd on Roblox. And they'll like fucking play the audios in all their games and shit. Like it's insane, bro. Roblox kids love this fucking hyper pop shit.
That's so fascinating to me. I'm telling you, I the more you talk about like just having the internet become like this huge force in your life and taking up most of your time, and having that not just be a phase, but like something that continuously like it continues on for years to come. So like you were on Roblox in 2015, now here you are almost like 6 years later. It's like you've now cultivated an audience for new people that are playing Roblox, listening to brand new fucking music that you're like putting people onto. Like
bro, it's very ironic.
Find that fucking wild.
It is very wild because like I assumed that like fucking people would fuck with like the music at some point because like back in 2018 I was promoting this shit, like early drainer shit, but we'll get into that in a sec. So I kind of disassociate from like the Roblox scene, like I was saying earlier, because like everyone now. Yeah, everyone's doing their own shit. I was in high school at this time. I was either a sophomore or a fresh. I was a sophomore, I think. I think early sophomore year or some shit. All this shit's going down, And then like later on, I'm like, I'm gonna make a Roblox clothing brand because I think that's so cool. And the fucking Roblox clothing brand was fucking Underground Vampire Club at a Roblox clothing store called Underground Vampire Club 2. It was all fucking Underground Vampire Club. It was a fucking Roblox fucking clothing brand.
I remember this now.
Yes, before it was a fucking blogs thing. And one day I was like, I don't want to do this anymore. So I'm like, I'm going to make an underground blog and cover underground people. Yeah. And so I was like, I've searched like hashtag underground or hashtag underground music into fucking, I don't know, the Twitter search bar. And I literally replied to people and I was like, hey, can I post your music on my Twitter page? Because I felt bad if I didn't tell them. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know why. Because like people love free promo, but you know what I mean? I was like, yeah, I'm gonna get on this. So that's the origins of the fucking UVC shit. And then the reason why I started UVC and like the whole like clothing brand afterwards, and then it became into the blog, was because my fucking girlfriend broke up with me, which is Acer. Yeah, it's still my best friend. And I was like so down bad. I needed like a way to cope with like the agony because I was in my choker arc. So I was like, I'm gonna make Roblox clothes. I have this one dude. I haven't talked to this dude in years. I literally like talked to him because he made me like Roblox off-white and shit.
Jesus, yeah.
Yeah.
No, I love that.
Yeah, and he was like making Roblox clothes for me and shit. He had like a fucking like MS Paint, like Windows XP computer. Like for some reason he didn't have like Windows 7 or X like he didn't have any like current operator. He was making his clothes like for this old ass computer. A lot of respect to that man. I don't know where that man is now, but if he knew the shit I was doing now, bro.
If he knew the shit I was doing now.
Bro, if he knew the shit I was doing now, I'd give him a hug, bro.
God, no, yeah. I love that. I hope that dude's doing well with his fucking still putting his to the grindstone, making Roblox clothes.
Bro, look at his influence, bro. Without him, we wouldn't be where we are now.
I think about that a lot. Like, yeah. I mean, obviously, for you in particular, you have very like observable numbers of like the people you influence. But like, you ever stop to think like, damn, maybe one person, like just a single individual that's like 12 or some shit right now, is gonna be like 30 one day on a podcast with one of his friends and be like, damn, there's this dude on Twitter named Carrsere.
Mm-hmm. That's
like,
crazy, bro.
That's just the goal. Like, because
I don't know if
you said what? No, that's just like it's quite a goal to have because you never know when you're gonna be the Microsoft Roblox Paint guy in someone else's life.
Yeah, bro. It's like, honestly, for me, if I can put one person on a new artist, I'm happy because like I feel like UVC is gonna be something I'm gonna be doing for a very long time. Just because I literally just love to go on SoundCloud.
At the end of the day, is that the mission, to just make sure you can get one person into something that you think that, like, deserves a chance? Bro,
for sure. It's like, for me, it's literally just like, bro, I want to just sit here and put on people. Like, here's my favorite thing to do right now when I'm not designing. I love to go on SoundCloud and find the most obscure shit possible. Like dudes with like 200, 300, 400 plays. And then I'll message them and be like, yo, you want to host a song with UVC? Because I fuck with what you're doing. And it's crazy that these people are just like, yo, for real? I just found out about UVC yesterday or some shit. Like, that's literally happened, like, today. Because I found this artist I really fuck with.
That's so cool.
And, like, I just love the fact that I can find someone who's getting, like, 2 plays, be like, I want to give you an audience. I think people are really going to fuck with the sound you're doing and shit. And then, like, people fuck with that. I think that's cool.
And I think the biggest thing, too, is by extension, like, I'm going to get very sappy in, like, a very few moments. But the fact you have enabled people like me to come onto the platform and then also, like, be able to experience, like, a similar thing. Like, when I message people and, like, yo, can I get you to answer some interview questions? Or it's like, hey, can I do you want to do this for UVC? Like, can I ask you about this or, this, that, and the third? And people are like, wow, like that's really like cool. Like me of all people. And it's like to be able to feel like you're doing a part in someone else's like creative endeavors, it like feels really cool. And I would not be able to also get that satisfaction if it was not for you making the first fucking like UVC thing on Roblox. And like the fact that it started from there is mind blowing. That's some fuckery right there if I've ever seen it.
Yeah, that's crazy to think about. And it's just like, I guess
like,
back on.
Go on. No, go on.
Okay. I always ask that because like if I cut someone off, I feel really bad. So
No,
like,
you're fine.
I'm like, yo, bro, what's up? I'm sorry, bro.
No,
Because I like,
fine.
yeah, I just fucking love to talk when I'm like on my shit. So
it's all your turn, bro. You keep going.
Yeah. So it's like got all that shit going on, you know. And I guess what really got me into the underground, like underground music as a whole, was fucking Space Ghost Perps, Raider Clan 66. No, it wasn't Raider Clan 66. It was like, yeah, Blackman Radio 6.6, whatever the fuck, that corny ass name. But when I was listening to that for the first time, because I think I found it on Spotify or I looked up underground albums or some shit and it came up, and I was like, this is like the future of music, bro. I fucking love this shit. And I found Space Ghost Perp's Twitter at the time, and I became a fucking Space Ghost Perp like stan. I had like a fucking like I had like a logo of like one of Space Ghost Perp's logos, and I like edited a little bit, and I was like, yo, Perp, what do you think about this? Because I replied to him on Twitter with it. It was like my fucking profile picture for a minute because I was the fucking biggest Space Ghost Perp fan for some reason. It's some corny ass shit. It was funny.
Did he ever interact with that tweet?
He's interacted with a few of my tweets. It's funny.
Oh, that's cool. That's funny.
Yeah. I asked him if he wanted to go out for pizza. He replied to it. There's some funny shit. He's a very controversial figure. I know why people don't like him, but I still love that man. I'm sorry. I can't.
He's like the underground's Alex Jones. He's a madman for sure, but it's like you can't turn away from it.
Bro, it's like so bad. It's fucking
It's so
good.
bad, but it's good. No, exactly.
That's why I love that. So I was getting into underground music and shit. I was actually working for this one other blog before I made UBC. It was called Culture Byte. And
That
Culture
sounds
Byte,
cool.
yeah. And the dude wanted me to write about whatever I wanted. I covered that like X was like coming out with like a new album and shit, and like all these underground artists that are not anything now, but you know, like didn't even like have like considerable career, but just like songs that I saw that were cool. So I was working for Culture Byte at the time and shit. And I think the dude who runs it actually runs like a podcast for Indianapolis artists or some shit. Like he's still going at it. I haven't talked to the dude in years, but like he's going at it in like his regional scene, which is pretty fucking cool. So like I was doing that shit. And I was like, I want to make my own blog, bro. I'm not gonna wait here for you to edit my fucking article. So I want to go do my own shit. You know what I'm saying? So I do this shit. No, I don't even think he edited them. He just put them up. I respect that though. I respect the huddle. So I did my own shit, did UBC, did all the shit I talked about. I started getting this little audience, you know, like I was like mind blown. I had 20 followers in a day because I was like, yo, people really fuck with this shit, bro. You know what I'm saying?
And this was just on Twitter, or did you have like a what's it called? Like a
Instagram?
No, why am I stupid? I'm trying to use like the big word for it, but did you have like a website? Like did you have a website page for the blog, or was it just through like the Twitter?
Bro, here's the thing. We had a fucking Tumblr back then. That's what we were posting all the reviews and interviews on. Some funny ass shit,
was a
bro.
Tumblr.
Yeah, bro, some funny ass shit, bro. And I was like, so I had all that shit going on, you know what I'm saying? I had a few numbers at first, like when I finally started getting recruits, because at first UBC was like this thing where I'd log in every few days, go through the DMs I got and shit, I'd like reply. You know, be like, yo, what's up? Let's do this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I had all that shit going on. I just post songs for free and shit. And then it got to the point where people were like, yo, can you post my song for some money? And then I was like, I like money, so I'm going to do that.
I like money.
But then I was like, that's corny, and people aren't going to like that because it's corny. So I was like, I'm not going to do that anymore. So I stopped doing that. You know what I mean? And I had a few numbers at the time. I had Justin. I had Zom. Zom don't really fuck with me, but that's another story. We had fucking...
Yeah, I know.
We had fucking... Who else? I think it was really just Kill Justin and Zom at the time. Yeah. It was them. And then we had Megan. I love Megan. She's doing her own thing now. She's not even underground anymore, but I love her still.
Overground.
Yeah, she's a normie now, but I love her. Oh shit, yeah, drop some.
Shout out, Real Bump.
Yeah, shout out Real Bump. He's a goat doing all those big YouTube visuals. I had Austin still doing his own thing. I love that man. I had Digital Yams. You wouldn't expect that one.
When did Yams come in?
So he DM'd the UVC account and he was like, "Yo, can I do graphics for UVC?" Sent me this really shitty Young Band's cover, like that he made. I say shitty because the shit he does now is fucking crazy. Let's be honest. I mean, he's a great designer.
Yeah.
I love that Miss designer. I respect it a lot.
All the art that everyone popping made. All the art that everyone popping right now made like a year ago is not going to be good. It was just good enough. Even the shit.
Yeah.
I'm not even good. And the shit.
Yeah,
I made,
the shit I was making.
Yeah.
Like the shit I was making a fucking year ago, bro. Embarrassing now for my standards. Like that's just how like I regress and look at my shit looking back. You know what I mean?
So these are the OGs. These Justin Zomyums, you.
Yeah. Yeah. So we had the roster going and shit. We were doing our little article thing. Yeah, in Austin. We were doing our little article shit. A lot of people came and went. I could go in for hours about the Pacific characters and war and shit, but we'd be here for another 4 years.
Oh, yeah,
had all that.
That's a whole nother lore to delve into in and of itself.
For sure. And then we had all that shit going down, you know what I'm saying?
A lot of shit has happened with UVC that has like like on your end a lot of shit happens, like on the other people's ends a lot of shit fucking happens, and then like here I am that have managed to just like kind of be just the fly on the wall to it all.
I feel you.
But like, I'd rather.
I think.
Go on.
Oh, I mean, like, what I really just want to like talk about is like not even Pacific UBC War, because I know you came in late 2018.
Yeah,
Waro came in.
Mm-hmm.
I think Waro came in. He might have came in early 2019, but I don't know if that'd line up with my brain because I know we recruited Bill. No, Bill was this year. It's just this year's been this long, hasn't it?
Yeah, Bill. I think Bill might have been last.
No,
year.
he might. Yeah, the time the recruitment table between Laurel
got added a little bit after I came because it was me, Laurel, and Zom for like I think the bulk of December of 2018.
Mm-hmm.
And then at some point there was Toro that came in because of Laurel, right?
Shout out Toro. He goes by 99 now. He makes beats for he makes fucking beats for Summers and shit, bro. He's a fucking goat.
Yeah, that man's got a deep ass voice too. I've only heard it once, and then
he's in Nova Gang too.
Yeah, he's fucking crazy. Yeah,
what a legend, bro.
Laurel only got him because of like KTT, right?
Yeah, bro. He came off fucking KTT. That's crazy to think about, bro.
Yeah, but like you said, that's a fucking. We've had a cast of characters that have come in and out, but the big picture here is what to you? Because you did want to talk about how everything has kind of evolved. So I think
I really want to touch on that. Yeah, I really want to talk about how we've seen music change underground ways. Because when I came into the scene, this was back when everyone was either doing the trap metal shit, you know. You had a Kamiyata, you know, you had 80 Free Hans, very big. Those two were very big. You had the emo shit, which was really big too.
Huge. Right? The
emo shit's why Underground Underdogs is where it is today. You know. And I know I know if Jack ever listens to this, I know he don't really like me like that, but like I can respect the hustle, and I hope he can honestly, see what I do.
To be completely honest with you, I mean, for starters, God, I'm so bad at losing my train of thought today. There's gonna be like maybe at max 7 people that listen to this.
7 people is a lot, bro. 7 people is a lot.
It is, but at the same time, it's me, and I feel like I've cultivated for the small followers I do have that would listen to me. just talk your shit, man. Like I'm
I feel you,
I'm not
bro.
letting none of these one
I
of
feel
seven
you, bro.
individuals like not let you talk your shit. So like I don't give a fuck who you want to name drop. I don't give a fuck what you want to say. The floor is yours because this is my shit. Like I'm not letting none of my fucking guests be touched on any of the shit that they
Oh,
that
I
they
feel
said.
you. I
That
feel
was
you.
their truth. You know what I mean?
Yeah, bro.
And it's like, I mean, who knows? Maybe one day, if like a year from now, this does get like, I don't know, like 1,000 plays or some shit, it gets picked up, you know, and then you listen to this, like, fuck it, like, you're being
Yeah,
honest.
bro. Yeah, bro. Like, I know. Fucking me and Jack from UU were always at each other's throats. Like, he was very on the low about it, and I was kind of was too.
No,
But it's like
it was a competition, like for sure.
It's very much so a competition.
It was wrestling.
Yeah, it very much so was. And, at the end of the day, that's that. I don't really got beef with him now. That's whatever. Yeah, I have a lot of respect for him. We never even fucking talked on some formal shit, which is a crazy thing, bro. But I respect what he does.
Yeah,
like
you can't deny that it was a.
I can't deny that he started his own little movement. Like now, you look back at that, and it's like, no, I don't really think that. No, this is very biased. I don't think people are gonna look back at UU like they're gonna look back at UBC just because of how the scene's shifted, like memories wise. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's like I will give respect where it's due. He did a lot for the
as an individual that is like that is coasted between the two scenes at like their peaks. Like when UU was at its peak, that was when like sad boy emo shit was at its peak, and I wasn't really fucking with that, but like I fucked with just enough of it. But then now it's like hyperpop is kind of on the rise, and it's like I also really don't fuck with that much, but because of that, I can like see how I feel like I have an objective view on kind of how the two like sites and waves have been ran, and I have to you have to admit like that emo shit wasn't gonna be sustainable.
That emo shit wasn't gonna be sustainable.
Yeah. And despite my reservations to like the current like trends and whatnot, the fact that you were even on it on the first place as with like crazy external circumstances happening too, like COVID and people being poor, people losing their jobs, and like people growing up too, like because like when I joined UBC, I was like 18, just starting college, and now I'm like out of college, and you just graduated high school. Like people are moving out, and people are losing their jobs or getting new jobs or getting new money on before like. All that's happening while you're still keeping track with current trends with like the young people. Like that's some shit you wasn't gonna. It doesn't.
Yeah,
seem
it
like
was not gonna do.
Happen.
They have a lot of great staff writers still who do cover some bigger players in the scene, like Black Winter Wheels, 8485. There's some interviews there, and they still put out some great content for the underground. But they definitely weren't on that shit like we were. And here's the thing. Here's the thing.
By the balls, like
here's the thing, dude. Here's the thing, bro. All the fucking people that were doing the fucking emo shit or like semi emo shit, they're all signed to labels now. Like I know, Locust, Shinigami's had so much label interest. I don't know if he's signed, but he's definitely had a lot. Gucci Highwaters is signed. I think 93 Feet of Smoke has to be signed, probably. Smart Def, I think, might be signed. All these people are, all these big players. Yeah, all these players in that scene got
key players.
Yeah, bro, they all got ate up by the labels. But here's the thing about the hyperpop kids, bro. I will say this for sure, certain because I know it's true. Labels have talked to these kids, and they're like, "We'll give you this much money. We'll give you a deal." They're not accepting it, bro, just because they love to create. That's not shade on the emo people. That's not shade on the emo people because they got their bag. They're making the music they want to make, and people still eat that shit up. There's a reason why, even though that shit isn't in the quote unquote mainstream of our scene anymore, there's a reason why it gets the place it does on YouTube and Spotify stuff. But the thing about this scene is they don't want to give in. They don't want to sign, bro. They're not going to sign for these contracts that may be good, but they want their fucking freedom, bro, when it comes down to it. I know there is a few artists that have signed or have very high, label interest right now, but a lot of them are independent just because they want to create. And I know, and let's be honest, the label eats up everyone eventually.
Yeah, no.
Like, yeah, let's be honest.
Yeah, there's an admirability to like not ever signing because it's true. Like, I mean, it's neither good nor bad to sign. That's just a thing that exists that allows you to further your circumstances. But
For sure.
but at like a philosophical level, to like not let a major corporation use money to get like leeway over you. Like it doesn't matter what fucking music you make or how old you are. If that's your plan, like you're kind of a badass.
Mm-hmm. And what I think is cool, bro, is like obviously, you know, everyone's going to want to get their bag at the time, but these kids are like what, fucking 13, 14, maybe some are fucking younger, which is crazy. That's a little scary to think about, you know.
Yeah,
but it's just
really is.
considering some of the shit these people post on Twitter, you know what I mean? But it's like these kids have the opportunity to just change their life in an instance, and they're not taking it like off the bat. Like, you know, eventually they're probably gonna be like, I could probably use that 30,000 advance someday, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
But now it's like, yo, I want to keep making music and be with my fucking friends on a Discord call still. You know what I mean? That's what I fuck with because it's like, what's up?
Do you see a point in the foreseeable future, like, where this kind of fizzles out? Like, not the sound or like these like very true to the the creative process, that true to art attitude. Like, do you see that like changing? Like, if ideally like the COVID shit in the U.S. like changes and things start improving, do you think that like do you have confidence in this like very big community that's emerged? Like, you know,
Here's the thing that's gonna happen.
I want to see your predictions.
Here's the thing that's gonna happen. So after COVID, shows are gonna happen. Obviously,
Yes,
it's gonna. I swear to God, Osquin, however you want to pronounce it, is gonna headline every fucking show, as it should be.
that would
As
be
it should
sick.
be. As it should be. You're gonna have fucking Brawley, not Lou on a fucking show. You're gonna have so many different people on the fucking headlining shows. Black Winter Wheels, A485, all those people. Hell, you know, we'll probably even see canceled people do like a few shows. That's a crazy thing. You're probably gonna see. I guarantee you're gonna see David Shoddy and Youngster Jack at a show someday,
and people are gonna eat it up.
and people are gonna eat it up. That's a sad thing, but you know, you're gonna see them at a fucking show. The scene. Yeah, here's what's gonna happen. So that's gonna happen, right? The shows are gonna happen for sure, like tours and shit. People, I guarantee those performances sell out, like most of them, or at least there's big crowds. And I know I'm talking like I'm Trump right now, and I fucking hate that, man. But you know what I mean? You know what I mean? I just feel like that's what's gonna happen. And then as time goes down, there's gonna be a few clones, probably a few people that get in with labels.
Do you believe there's clones already, or is that?
Yeah, everyone's a fucking. Here's the thing. Here's the thing, bro. Here's the thing.
That's some real shit you just said.
Everyone is a clone of a clone that's of a clone. You're not fully original. If you say you're fully original, you're a fucking liar. I'm sorry.
No,
I'm very sorry. It's very
different.
true.
No, Bern, I'm built different. I'm original.
No. Here's the thing. If I'm an artist, I want to be taking influence from another artist. That artist is taking influence from another artist, and that artist is probably taking influence from another artist.
I'll never take influence from another artist.
No, you can like other artists, and you can do this shit. But here's the thing, Eddie, bro. Here's the thing, Eddie. These people, as original as these people want to be, they aren't. But they're pushing a sound that hasn't been heard in the mainstream before, and that's why, you know, it's going where it is, because that sound's always been there. And it has had some mainstream prevalence with guys like, you know, PC music and shit, more mainstream shit. But the sound they're pushing in particular has never really reached like a mainstream audience. But with COVID and shit, COVID happened. Here's what happened. And this goes back into UVC. When UU was doing the emo shit, UVC was covering everyone. Baby Goliard, Will Zelly, all pretty much solidified in their careers to make fucking music forever now. Big Baby Gucci has his own label now. Shit. We were covering the fucking Drain Kids, bro. They were calling them the fucking Drain Kids back then, bro. Everyone was like, this is off-brand Drainer shit, bro. They're the Drainer rappers. You know what I'm saying? Boom. The hyperpop shit happens, bro. They don't know what to do with themselves, bro. They're like, oh my God, hyperpop? hyper pop moment.
Glitch core, Roblox core.
Yeah, bro, it was bad. First, it started with the glitch core shit because of Youngster Jack. He coined the term. He got canceled for being a fucking weirdo, obviously.
Yes.
Then it was fucking Roblox core from Notwoo. Nobody fucking likes Notwoo anymore. That's a more complicated situation. I still think I think Notwoo identifies as a girl now. So I think she still has a career. I don't know the tea on that shit. It's not my business. But Notwoo, she started the Roblox core shit. That was a fucking meme for a little bit. Hyperpop shit happened. There's a Spotify playlist. Everyone's getting playlists on there. Spotify was like, we don't know what to group these people's sounds, but they're making a lot of noise in the independent music scene. So we're going to group them together on a playlist and basically just invent a genre. Boom, hyperpop. This is what hyperpop is. And now you're all on the playlist.
Thank you, Spotify.
Thank you, Spotify. Very cool. So now necessarily it didn't play like that. Like it didn't necessarily just go from glitch 4 and then like Notwoo. Notwoo just didn't fucking found Roblox score and she took over the fucking world or whatever the fuck.
I do want to say though, even though like that whole summary that you just gave is like slightly exaggerated, what is crazy is that it's still not that far off from what actually happened, because literally this whole takeoff of shit has been a matter of what, 6 months?
It's been months, bro. And here's the thing, bro.
Not even a full year yet.
Yeah, bro. These people been in the house because
Just on the
they've been bored. They've been bored, and they're like, "What is this? What's a Os Clinton? What's a Parker?" They play that shit, bro. I'm like, "Well, this is actually pretty good music, bro." And it's just like, it's just crazy to think about that the people that were the Drain Kids. And here's the thing: there's a very different thing that a lot of people don't really know because they group all this shit together, right? So there's still the Drainer-esque shit going on, and there's the hyperpop shit. The Drain-esque shit's like FNS, fucking Emotionals, 1 Year. I'm not saying they're fucking Drainer clones or Drainer artists. They all got their own shit going on, right? But these people, you know,
there's a distinction.
There's that distinction. They're not fucking Blade, but they have that sort of vibe and sound which attracts the fucking Drainer kids. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And the hyperpop kids, they're a whole different vibe. Like, you know, they got those fucking really weird 808 sounds, the fucking, you know what the beats I'm fucking talking about. Yeah, they got that shit.
I see you. I understand.
Yeah, they got that shit going on. So there is a difference between the Drainer kids and the hyperpop kids, but the difference between the Drainer kids and the hyperpop kids is that the hyperpop kids were once the Drainer kids. Some people know this already, but Os Quinn, aka Parker, used to make trap metal music under another analyst that I forgot, and I don't want to fuck up their pronouns. I think Os Quinn goes by she, so I'm sorry if I fucked that up. She went from trap metal to the Drainer shit to the quote unquote hyperpop shit. That's not even hyperpop necessarily, but they don't know what to classify her sound as. Yeah. So that's why it's hyperpop. So all the fucking kids that were fucking hyperpop were fucking Drainers. And now they have their own genre. It's crazy to think about. But here's this thing that happened with that. I know I sound fucking conspiracy and whatever. They grouped the fucking hyperpop kids with the PC music crowd and like the more experimental sort of, you know what I mean? Like that PC music crowd. And now you got the PC music crowd and
define PC music crowd for me, because I'm not gonna lie, this is the first time I've heard someone use that.
Okay, so so PC music is a label. Okay, I just looked it up. Okay. It has AG Cook. You know, you probably know.
Sounds familiar.
Yeah. Hannah Diamond. Charlie XCX has worked with them a lot, I think. Okay. Yeah. And they have a lot of artists like that. And they have Dorian Electra, who's very big. Yeah. Dorian Electra had Dollywood one on their album.
Yeah, I remember
that was very big. I think Dorian Electra signed Is it PC Music? I'm not entirely sure, but I'm pretty sure it is. And there's also Dog Show Records. So Dog Show Records is the record label that 100 Gex, I'm pretty sure, is a part of, right?
Yeah.
And Alice Gas is a part of, you know, Dog Show Records.
Yeah.
So Alice Gas had a very big song in Ferrari, which was on like the Hyperpop list. Has like 2 million on YouTube. It came out this year, by the way.
Jesus.
Yeah, very big song. Was up there with like the Osquin sort of shit that you're seeing everywhere, Black Winter Wilson, all that. And so Osquin, no, not Osquin. Alice Gas started collaborating with artists like Angelus and Dollywood One, who were more of the Drainer kids and now are doing the quote unquote hyperpop shit. So like it's all coming together. Like the more PC, I'm in a quote unquote like experimental fucking label sort of kids that were like very big and have their own label influence already, but they're collaborating with the quote unquote hyperpop kids that were the Drainer kids back in the day. So like all this shit's coming together, and you have these two crowds under one fucking hyperpop Spotify playlist that isn't really fucking even shouldn't even probably be a fucking genre, but is. They're all coming together and doing their thing, and it's beautiful and epic. Okay. And the funniest thing about the Spotify hyperpop playlist is the fact that there's so much shit on there that's not even hyperpop. Like there's still Drainer shit, Boys Nights Out. You could say they're fucking post-strain. There's a new genre for you, post-strain.
Post-strain, you heard it here.
Like you can, like they're not Blade clones, but they're making that shit that Blade used to make in terms of not aesthetic even, but like sound and shit. They got Senses on there. Senses is not fucking hyperpop. Senses makes fucking like near EDM type beats, bro.
I think that's good though. I think the muddying of this is a very good indicator though, because it's like because it's so new, it's like what the fuck is what. But then as it gets more refined, and like one of my predictions for this whole scene is that obviously I bitch and moan about because I'm a fucking boomer about the way certain people move, and it all kind of falls back down into this sound that this new community has been fostered out of. But what I see happening that I'm very, very excited for, like despite all my bitterness and my bitching and moaning, is that because it is all so new and all these lines are getting muddied and these sounds and genres are getting clumped together and getting blurred. Once shit gets refined, I just know for a fact, like, once COVID is over, people begin touring, people start learning how to like kind of cut the fat. I know for a fact that shit's like the young kids are just gonna be so fucking good at what they do once all the dust settles, which is an exciting thing to be excited for.
Yeah, it's like here's this thing. Here's how I look at it. Even if you're a boomer and you're sitting at your gamer PC and you're like, man, why can't I have Raider Clan back? I love Raider Clan. I want Lil Pump back. Like, even if you're one of those, bro, you gotta respect the fact that there's a kid that's gonna go on a stage, have a few hundred fans in attendance, and they're gonna have the fucking best time of their lives watching probably a very awkward performance because it's gonna be like their fucking first time performing. But like, you know what I mean? Like, that's just so cool.
It is cool. I'm not gonna lie, it is gonna be very awkward because a lot of these kids were just raised on.
Bro, some of these people are like fucking like 14 and they're gonna be having crowds of hundreds. Like,
I didn't know how to talk to seniors when I was 14. Like, you want me to travel state lines and start mosh pits, bro? I'll piss myself right now.
That's what I'm saying. It's going to be funny. And it's crazy that like UVC played a role in this shit, because we were posting the Drain Kids. We were posting the fucking Drain Kids. I'm not going to sit here and act like I was the one influencing the community, because a lot of people who are hyper pop now credit these two Pacific people, and they go by Dalton and Zootsie, who are also artists themselves. Zootsie has a few big songs with like this sort of hyper pop filled and all that. Zootsie's pretty big in what they do, and there's also Dalton. I think Dalton quit music for a bit and now he's making music again. Dalton's a very influential artist because he found all the other artists and like put them on and shit, like got them all collaborating together. Dalton and Zootsie like did all that shit for the community. Dolly always credits Dalton Mazzucci for putting on the community. And obviously, I didn't have no fucking part of that, but I did see it happen, and I tried my best, post who I fucked left and who I saw deserved the spotlight. What I mean?
No.
So like, I'm not gonna sit here and act like I'm the one who fucking founded everything. I'll pay credit where it's due because like, I did see a lot of these people come up, but I was not the one behind the scenes, putting people on.
But at the
I
same
respect
time,
that a lot.
you grinded for a very long time to put yourself even in a position to capitalize on what other people are doing and be able to take it that extra mile. Because I mean, obviously, everyone's paying tribute to to the Daltons and the other artists you mentioned, but like at the same time, they don't have the site, they don't have a blog, they don't have the
for sure. Like we were,
and that's where you come in, and that's awesome. Hey, so here's the thing: we're coming up on like 2 hours, even though I know I said we were gonna probably make this like 45 minutes.
Oh man.
Yeah, but I mean, I can always have you back. I mean, obviously, you get very excited to talk about this shit, so it's like time just flies by.
Yeah, bro.
Do you have anything you want to plug?
Oh man, what do I want to plug? Shout out you because I love you. You're beautiful.
I love you too, man.
If anyone listens to this, I want you to fucking follow this man on every social because I love him. Go follow UBC, best blog ever.
Please go follow UBC.
Yeah, rated 5 out of 5 on Amazon reviews. You can follow me at Carrsere. Very dumb ad.
Please
You're probably not gonna find it.
Or actually, you spell it. I'm also gonna put it in the description for people that are lazy or people that aren't gonna make it 2 hours into this. But spell it just in case.
Carssere. It's even worse on Instagram, so good luck with that. Shout out Trent, Waro, Bill, Acer, everyone else in my life. Let's fucking go. That's it.
All right. Like I said, man, dude, like I would not be doing so much of this if it was not for you emailing back 1 December in 2018. So for you to facilitate all of this to happen and to come back so many years later to have a 2-hour conversation with me about a community that I don't even know about much anymore, it means a lot. So thank you for coming on.
Of course, man.
I will definitely need to have you back. And yeah, I will see you in meetings. I'm going to hit the end button now.
Okay, bye, man.
Bye, guys.